Now, there's something really tasty going on in today's story. It's a pudding Huey and Julian's dad made for their mother. And it's a story Julian tells. So I'm going to play Julian, and it goes like this. Now, my father said, "I'm going to make something special for your mother." Well, my mother was out shopping, so my father was busy in the kitchen with all the pots and pans and the odd jars of this and that. "What are you going to make?" I asked. "A pudding," he said. "What kind of pudding will you make, Daddy?" asked my little brother Huey. "A wonderful pudding, son. It will taste like a whole raft of lemons, and it'll taste like a night on the sea." And with that, my father took down a knife and cut 5 lemons in half. He squeezed the first one, and the juice squirted into my eyes. "Just stand back," he said, and carried on squeezing until some pips fell out onto the floor. Well, next, my father cracked some eggs and put the yolks of the egg into one bowl and the whipped up whites of the egg into another. Then he just rolled up his sleeves, pushed back his hair, and began to beat up the egg yolks. "Now, Julian, the sugar." So I poured in the sugar. And then very carefully, he poured in the lemon juice. Just a bit at the time. Bit more. Then my father set the bowl onto a pan. Now the pudding bubbled and he stirred it fast. Just right," he said. Well, next, my father added the whipped up egg whites. And folded those in very, very carefully. But then came the cream. Now the pudding looks soft and lighter than air. Perfect," he said. And then he just cleared up all the dishes, splashing lots of water on the floor as he was washing them up, and wiped down the counter so fast, well, we just stood back and watched. Then my father said, "Now, I'm going to take a nap. If something important happens, bother me. If nothing important happens, don't bother me. Now the pudding is for your mother, so leave the pudding alone." And with that, he set the pudding down onto the counter and went off into the sitting room and fell fast asleep on the chair. Well, Huey and I, we were left guarding the pudding. "What a wonderful pudding," said my brother. "I wonder how it tastes." "Leave the pudding alone," I said. "Well, maybe if I just stick my little finger in there, then I'll know how it tastes," Huey said. "You're not supposed to touch it," I said. But he did it anyway. "You did it," I said. "How does it taste?" "It tastes like a whole raft of lemons, and it tastes like a night on the sea." "You've put a big hole in that pudding," I said. "But since you've done it, well, I might as well do it." And it tasted like a whole night of lemons, and it tasted like floating at sea. "It's such a big pudding," Huey said. "Maybe it wouldn't hurt if we just take a little more." So we did, and a little more, and a little more after that, until Huey said, Look at the pudding." Well, it looked like craters on a moon. "Look, quick," I said, "get a spoon so we can smooth it over. Then maybe it'll look the way it should have done before." So as we tried to even it out, well, we ate some more. "Well, there's not much left," I said. "We were supposed to leave the pudding alone," Huey said. Well, we knew that when our father woke up, he wouldn't be very pleased. I can tell you all one thing. There is going to be some beating and whipping in here now. Go into the kitchen, the both of you. So we went into the kitchen. Come here, Hughie, said my father. Now is the time for your beating. And he picked up an egg beater and handed it to Hughie. Take this, he said. I want you to beat those eggs and beat them well. So Hughie started to beat up the eggs very, very fast. And then he turned to me and he said, Julian, I hope you're ready for your whipping. And he placed the bowl of egg whites in front of me. Now whip those and whip them well, he said. Yes, sir, I said, and started whipping as fast as I could. Well, I whipped and Hughie beat and he beat. Until after a long while, my father said, okay now, Hughie, hold up the egg beater. So he held it up and my father said, you see, a good pudding stays on the beater. Then he turned to me and he said, Julian, let me see those egg whites. He looked at the egg whites and they were puffed up and very, very fluffy. Congratulations, son, he said. Your pudding is done. He just finished off the final touches. And then when my mother came home, she looked at the pudding. What a wonderful pudding, she said. Children, would you like some? No, thank you, we said. It's smelling like a whole raft of lemons. And it tastes like a night on the sea.
The big ship sails on the alley, alley-o, the alley, alley-o, the alley, alley-o. The big ship sails on the alley, alley-o. And the captain, he commands her. Humpty's been the captain today, ready to obey captain's orders? Right, go ahead, captain. The captain says, put your finger on your nose, your finger on your nose, your finger on your nose. The captain says, put your finger on your nose. That's what the captain says. That wasn't too difficult, was it? Right, next. The captain says, put your hands upon your head, your hands upon your head, your hands upon your head. The captain says, put your hands upon your head. That's what the captain says.
Ahoy there, Captain. What's next? All right, ready? The captain says, Bob, up and down like this, up and down like this, up and down like this. The captain says, Bob, up and down like this. That's what the captain says. Well, are you obeying orders? Come on, join in. You ready? Right, next one. The captain says, put your hands upon your knees, your hands upon your knees, your hands upon your knees. The captain says, put your hands upon your knees. Now that's what the captain says.
The captain says, what's the time upon the clock? The time upon the clock, the time upon the clock. The captain says, what's the time upon the clock? It must be 2 o'clock. Yes. The long hand's pointing straight up, and the short hand's pointing to the 2. So the clock says it's 2 o'clock, and the captain says, oh, I do like to be beside the seaside. Oh, I do like to be beside the sea. Oh, I do like to stroll along the plum, 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 where the brass bands play chilly-yum-pum-pum. So just let me be beside the seaside. I'll be beside myself with glee. And there's lots of girls beside. I should like to be beside the seaside, beside the sea.
Oh. Well, perhaps you can make a cardboard and paper picnic for a pretend day at the seaside. Till next time, bye-bye.
Or if you go to the seaside, you can collect lots of things and make a collection of things to remind you of the sea. Goodbye. Oh, I do like to be beside the seaside. I was born by the seaside. Morecambe is lovely. Dear Philip or Andy, please wish my brother, Kevin McKitterick, a very happy 4th birthday on the 17th of July, with love from David, and Mum and Dad. And yes, Kevin is 4. And that is, I think, the Play School house on the front. Thank you for that. Happy birthday to you